Okay, unfortunately, as always, my hardware is letting me down here. I hope the it looks like we're back on now. Looks like we're back on, but I think it's on a different stream. So apologies about that if you got cut off. It will be saved. You'll be able to see. So on the second turn here, oh my word, it's really flying ahead. Loads of stuff has happened. 2 damage to Kilgore. It looks like they're going to the blue zone because control manipulation area. We've got 2 in the red. Okay, and now we've got 2 adjacent to the yellow statue. Apologies about that. Hopefully it's on now. I don't even know if this is still streaming. If anyone can see this on the chat, can they let me know that it is working again? It was 6-1, by the way, in the last stream. Oh, okay, thanks, Andrew. It was 6-1 in the last game, and it was literally Mretson could not. Sorry, Sufraga could not displace. No, Mretson could not displace from the deployment zone, so that was what did all of the damage. Okay, so we've got deals 5 with Mask of Fear. Deals 5. Oh, Appetite for Destruction. Appetite for Distraction. What a card. That did 5 damage onto Taze. That is brutal. And then Kilgore healed 5. And then we had with... okay. Reacted with Mask of Fear, causing 1 damage to both Nevermore and Kilgore, and causing them to fear out of the blue zone. Which is a nice move. Because remember, control the manipulation area could be a thing. Can he get rid of Taze or Sulker? So Maul Thrash is next with 2 and push 2. He's going for the knockout, which he manages to do straight off the bat. So Kilgore managed to take off Taze 9 health in his first turn. That is pretty impressive. Second turn, sorry. So that's 1 victory point to Sufraga, and Taze is out. Kilgore is now immune to stun, which could be quite useful. Corvash is going Have No Fury for 2 and 2 and 3 damage with a force of 1, so I presume that's going to go onto a trap. So that's 3 damage, and I'll see if it moves onto the trap. Well, at least we got it moving again. So apologies about that, especially if you kicked off. Just waiting for the movement of Sulker. I think it's going to be in a trap. I think he's just deciding which trap to put him on. So Sulker going on to the trap nearest. It is. And it's a 2 extra damage. She's down 5 damage and 2 health remaining. Not controlling the blue zone? Nope. And 2 adjacent to yellow. Right, it's move 2 and then him or he's going to go with Taze. So moving up to Sulker and Kilgore. Oh, wait, not Sulker. Nevermore and Kilgore. With Rush. I'm trying to remember who won last. I think it was Nevermore's team, so I think it was Sufraga. So Sufraga is 1-0 up in games. Lifesteal. Life drain, sorry. So targeting Kilgore to do 1 damage and heal 1. Taking over to 3 health remaining. Okay, right, back to Sufraga. Let's see what they're going to do. So we've currently got Moretison's 2 champions controlling the manipulation area. So I think that's priority. We also have control the destruction red area now as well. Four damage on Sulker, and 1 damage on Nevermore, 2 damage on Kilgore. Kilgore has an extra health from leveling up and is immune to Sun. Looks like we've got Leaping Strike. So move 1, jump 3. Jump 2, sorry. So where are we going here? He's going to try and take out Sulker, I presume. Yep, so 3 damage coming on Sulker, but it looks as though Sulker reacts with Curse. A great card. And then we've got... Well, that's not going to give... That's only going to be 2 damage, which will be enough to take out if it does not react. And it doesn't. So Nevermore's now leveled up. Sulker's taken out. We're now 2-0 up to Sufraga. And we have 2 leveled up champions as well with Nevermore and Kilgore. It's looking pretty strong. And yeah, with the strength of... With the low health of both Sulker and Tentaclot really coming into play here. Right, Nevermore on to... Oh no, we've got Moretison now. So it looks as though... Sulker is out of combat. Oh, standard action blue. So Sufraga playing standard action blue to plan a card. Okay, Moretison uphill struggle here because controlling the blue area is still in play. Controlling the red area is in play. It's looking pretty dire, I've got to be honest. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to come back from this. So Tentaclock has got a fair amount of manipulation. With Sulker off the board and only 2 cores, this could be very tough. Okay, stand action move 2 with Tentaclock. He's got the jump. That's huge. Oh, he keeps him in the red zone. That's fine as long as Tentaclock stays in there. Yep, that's nice. Very nice move. Being able to force... I mean, that's such a strong card. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? O'Reilly. Because you force 1 to all adjacent champions. So being able to push Nevermore out of the blue and move... fantastic move by Moretison. Absolutely awesome. Exactly what I needed. Also put Corvash, fortunately, sorry, as well, doing a 3 damage onto Corvash as well. So that's huge. Yeah, lovely play. 2 cores to stop all victory points from challenges. That shows you how good these players are. That's awesome. Okay, so we're on Sufraga now. I don't think he was expecting quite that. 2 champions leveled up, which Sufraga's got as well. So, in complete honesty, if he can move maybe Tentaclock out, get Corvash into the red zone, bring Nevermore back into the blue zone, and then he's suddenly looking at 3 of those challenge cards. Will they be there? Yeah. 3 of those challenge cards for the win. So he's probably thinking, Sufraga, how he can manipulate the champions. It really depends on his cards. He did plan one, so maybe we've got I don't know. Let's have, oh, there's nothing in the discard piles. Are we going to look for Appetite for Destruction, or just planning out his turn? Because with Board Game Arena, there is no undo function. So if you play an action, if you play a card, and you actually do something with that card, you won't be able to take it back. So it's planning, because this is potentially a winning turn. Certainly, it could put the pressure right onto Mretison. Mretison does have full health with all his champions, and Sufraga has got 2 damage on Nevermore, 2 damage on Kilgore, and 3 damage on Corvash. But they got so much health, it's going to be really tough. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Soul Reeve, first of all, with movement 2, hitting Sir Tentaclot. He's the weaker one for 2 damage, and healing Nevermore back up to full. He's now taken the red zone. Then it's a standard blue with Corvash moving 1, plan 1. And a red standard to basically move Kilgore and take Sir Tentaclot down 3 damage, 4 health remaining. He is now controlling the red zone. So, yeah, this will be interesting. It's a chance for Mretison to try and displace and get back a little bit more. That red zone is going to be the hot area that people will be vying for now. For sure. So it will be interesting to see how that plays. Still going to be very hard. We got O'Reilly again, so it's going to be a jump 3 and force 1 to all opponents. So he's just moved over to the statue, and then he's moved Nevermore out of the red zone, and he's moved Kilgore out of the blue zone. So one would presume he'll be going into the red zone. Yes, he does. So he goes over Nevermore with Spirit Slither, and then finally played a standard action with red to get Tentaclot into the blue zone, doing 1 damage onto Kilgore. So, a victory point went because he had 2 champions leveled up, so it's now 3-0 to Sufraga. He's probably going to be looking for that red zone for the win. And by the way, we've also got have a champion adjacent to each statue as the next challenge card. So this is going to be interesting. So you won Display of Might, which is 2 champions leveled up with both Nevermore and Kilgore. Kilgore is on half health, so probably going to be looking at Sir Tentaclot, with Sir Tentaclot only with 4 health. If you can get Sir Tentaclot down and take the red zone, I mean, that would be huge. Be interesting. Let's see what he's got in his discard pile. So the Chop's gone, and Soul Reeve, which can be quite good, but plenty more there. Reaction-wise, Momentum's gone, but both Solka's +2 defense is still there. O'Reilly's Sir Tentaclot's reaction to do 1 unblockable damage to adjacent champions is still there, enemy champions. But that's not going to be massive yet. So this will be interesting. I mean, 3-0 up. Appetite for destruction would be absolutely huge here. You're absolutely right, Andrew. That would be that'll pretty much be death. Talking about 5 damage attack going through. Not necessary death with Solka's reaction, but we'll see. Oh, here we go. So half no fury first of all, 3 damage, and was that another 3? 6 damage on Solka. She got 1 health left. Oh wow! Could this be the end? It depends what cards are out there. That was huge. A 3 damage attack trap hex. Wow. I mean, we could have. Don't think we got. Chop's gone. Hell Hath No Fury's gone. He can force. He can use. No, he can't. Yeah, Mretison's a little bit worried. Not to say the least. I mean, 4 health and 1 health. And all he has to do is try and match one of these. I mean, he can get all of his characters into the red zone and make it pretty much impossible for... or very, very, very difficult for Moretison to stop him getting in that red zone. I think we will probably see an attack against Solka. He may well have reaction here. We'll see. And that could be the end. That might be Sufrika for the win. Oh, 2 cores left. Yellow, blue. What's going to happen? Remember, to be honest, he's got Nevermore adjacent to Solka. So, to be honest, any attack against... Oh, what's just happened? Oh, he did the Nightmare. So that's going to be a swoop and 1 damage and fear 1. Okay. Interesting. Take the 4. I don't quite get that, personally. I mean, he had Nevermore adjacent to Solka. He couldn't react. Why don't you do this first? Okay, well, it's Solka out anyway. And Corvash leveled up. I'm not sure that move, to be honest. With Nevermore's... to guarantee that Solka wouldn't react with Solka's card, but Solka's taken out anyway. So that's cool. And Corvash is leveled up as well. But we've got a bit of a stalemate in a way. He's given a little bit of an opening to Moretison. It's still going to be extremely hard, if not impossible, for him to come back. But if he can take out a Corvash or a Kilgore, control that red zone. So 10 o'clock's pretty badly damaged. It's going to be extremely tough for Moretison. Yeah. I mean, Kilgore with potentially 5 damage needed to do. It's not great. All 8 tentacles on Corvash could be pretty nice, except for I think it's only a move 1. Okay, it looks like we got Bludgeon, which is move 2, attack for 2 with the stun. He's gone for Kilgore, who's immune to stun, so not sure. I guess he's just trying to hit Kilgore down a little bit to take him out, perhaps. So that's the 1 damage. No stun on that, though. What reactions has he got in play? 1, 2. He has still got Bloodsteel armor, Darksteel armor. So he could still get. In fact, he probably could have done with using it there to stop him from targeting Kilgore. And as is expected, the tentacle strike. That's nice. Now, does he have Darksteel armor, which will basically negate it all? Yes, he does. So Darksteel armor comes in, it negates that attack completely. So it's going to be extremely hard now. I think Moretison might not have remembered about the immune to stun there. Yeah, immune to stun. I don't think there's anything he can do about it. He says it's 5-0. I presume he means once he gets a go. He's not won yet. Oh, was it Jan? Oh, it was Moretison who won last time. Just healing up. So 10 o'clock. And the next one is Jason. I have a champion in each deployment area. So it's not quite over yet. If he can take down 10 o'clock, that will work. He's only got 2 cores. So this is going to be 3 damage. Looks like that might be it. He's done 1 damage to each of the others and forced them out of the way. But with 1 health left, he does the Maul Thrash, takes out the Tentaclop, and that's the 5-0 win. Wow. Well, that was pretty brutal. I'm not sure who won the first one. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so let's have a little look at what's going on. Yeah, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Oh, okay. I think it was Redson won game 1. Yes, Redson won game 1 with 6-1, and then Sufuga wins 5-0 in the second game. Wow, that is, to be honest, as a game, that is awesome. That's so different. That's amazing. Right, I'm gonna have to. I don't know why I can't get into the game as soon as I open up the next one. It's so annoying. So if I go to super fancy. Right, so they're about to do their third game, sorry. So the decider comes up next. So just loading up the game. Well, what just happened? No, it's not what I wanted to do. I really do need a new computer. Let's see, game action. Thank you. So just waiting on the next game. Okay, sorry. So we're just waiting on the next one to go. And again, sorry for those who were linked out of that. I think I've started a different stream. That's the issue. Also, I just noticed that's not great, is it? Okay. How are we doing? Just waiting on this. Come on, come on. Wish I knew how to do this properly. I'm not 100% sure how this. How to make the how to join the games as easy as possible. There we go. Right, so we're about to join the penultimate. It's not penultimate. The final game. So let's get into the action. And they are now drafting their 5 as normal. And we'll see how this goes. I mean, 6-1 in the first game, 5-0 in the other, to both different players with the same teams. Amazing. It so matters on the cards you get. I mean, the first game, not being able to displace Sufraga from the deployment zones really made a big thing. Okay. Okay, so they're just choosing their... This is brilliant. Oh, amazing. And all great characters that they've chosen, of course. Absolutely brilliant characters. Maybe we might see Jin Shen this time around. We missed this part last time because of my streaming incapabilities. So, is it going to be banned Jin Shen again? Are we going to see a different ban? We'll soon find out. So first of all, is Jin Shen being banned? That's the big question. I mean, if you don't ban Jin Shen, you're talking about banning Corvash probably. Oh, there we go. So do we expect, Jin Shen being played this time? I don't know. It's certainly going to be a different team, so that's cool. So both Corvash is banned in the final round. Awesome. I love this. And they're just saying they're going to change the banning for this one last round. This is going to be awesome. So Tentacle. We'd assume Tentacle, Taze, and Solka again, maybe? Kilgore. Solka, as expected. Please have Jin Shen. Nevermore. I think it might be Shizao. I don't know. I think if he chooses Taze, I don't think Jin Shen's coming in. I think that's my guess. And I think Taze is going to be. Oh no, Kalel! Come on, bring Jin Shen. Let's see a difference in this final game. That'd be awesome. Oh, like this. Mixing it up. We all want to see Jin Shen now. Personally, I really want to see Jin Shen being played. But we'll see, we'll see. As I say, this is, yeah, it's competitive to a point, but it's a very casual league. And I think that's really important to point out before. If you're watching this, I'm thinking about Season 3. Even if you've not really played the game much at all before, maybe never online, and you've got the physical copy, or you're waiting on round 2, then just join. Great community. Yeah, a decent proportion of French players who are absolutely awesome. They're so lovely, great guys, and they're so good as players. But plenty of people from all around the globe. So yeah, just join. It's very casual. Jin Shen! Yes! Awesome. Right. Champion in each deployment area. Slow burner to start with. Except, you could argue, if you can get... Now, what Sufraga will need to do in his deployment is 100% put his 2 champions on these 2 hexes here. To stop Moretison jumping into those 2 hexes to score this. Although it's only going to be worth 1 victory point, so it's probably not going to happen anyway. Right, cool. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. So a little bit of a difference. We've got Kalel instead of Taze. So we talked about low health before. This is now 8, 7, and 7 with no defense. We've got Xin Shen, he's only got 4 health but a defense. 8 and 1 and 7 and 1. So we've definitely got a difference in the healths, but I'll be interested to see. Xin Shen is a beast. If she can get leveled up, my word, is it crazy good. So discard, discard, discard. Discard 4 cards. Marissa Sen's gone 4 cards to start the mulligan. That's a fair amount. Perhaps not the best of hands there. Sufaga discarding 2. And let's have a little look. Double jump, life drain, spirit slither, 1/8 my strength. That was a displacement card. That's interesting. Relentless advance, murder of crows. Yeah, that one definitely. But is red core mind. This will be very interesting to see how this game, this final game, plays out. They are fast players, and these have been pretty brutal. Nightmare's gone. The Swoop 4. Again, I think because of the challenge, he's probably looking for cards which can be done inside, or maybe trying to get Xin Shen just flying at the start, because that's 3 of Nevermore's and 1 of Kilgore's. So I think we're going to see a bit of Xin Shen action in the first turn of Sufriga. Again, a bit of mix for, but very defensive cards, I guess. Cool. Here we go. This is going to be awesome. And again, apologies that the stream cut out halfway through. So let's see where we deploy. I think he's got to take those 2. Well, no, he doesn't have to. Again, even if a Maritasen scores the 1 victory point from having a champion in each deployment area, it's only 1 VP. It's not huge, and he's got a champion right next to all their champions, including Kilgore, which is never a good idea. And that's the problem. If that had been, with it, again, I'm salty about this rule. If this challenge had been into the one further on in the original rules, then Sufriga would have really had to think about this one, because if he sent a champion Kalel or someone into one of these 2 zones, you can't push them out of that zone, and to pull them you have to move a long way, so it makes it just a lot harder. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, we got Xin Shen, Kilgore, Nevermore is going to go. Where is Nevermore going? Oh. Okay, changing his ideas. So you can, before you change the game state, you can kind of undo actions, which is quite useful. Okay. So we've changed it to a kind of like mirror image. Interesting. Right, Marissa is up. Starts with a move 2, draw 3, plan 3 with scout ahead with Kalel. Moves into the red zone. Draws 3. And now putting 3 cards onto the plan. Plan is so strong in this game, and Kalel's card for that is going to be awesome for Moretison. And then here comes the jump, mighty jump, jump of 3, hit for 2, both champions, which because of their armor, because of their defense, will do 1 damage to each. She's in a bit of a precarious position here, though. What's Marissa? Move 2, there it is. Straight into there. Very hard to displace this champion now. Now, Xin Shen can. It's just the question is, does he want to? It's going to be worth 1 VP. It's not huge. So Grim Harvest first. Oh, this is so good against something like this. Is he going to move him or stay where he is? Yeah, exactly. Pull the Panther. Yeah, it's such a strong card. Anyway, that did nothing. Why did that do nothing? Cancels his action. Oh, he didn't do Grim Harvest. He decided to do the Kilgore's Maul Thrash first. Okay, he did Maul Thrash first to do some damage. He did 2, but it was stopped with Root. So now then, Appetite for Destruction for another 3 damage and a heal of 3. Not that matters. Well, it gives him some. And then it's going to be the Grim Harvest to take out Kalel. Turn 1. What we got? So Tentacles won't matter. Kalel's is +1. Yeah, that's it. Taken out. There's nothing Moretison can do about that. It's going to be a destroyed Kalel. Leveled up. Nevermore. Straight off the bat. And that was the danger. That was always the danger. And again, it's a hard one. It's a really hard one. I mean, with so much damage output, especially Grim Harvest, so strong. But then it would only be worth 1 VP anyway. And every VP really matters. So that's a VP to Sufraga, leveled up, Nevermore. So now no reactions for enemies adjacent to Nevermore. Okay, it's only 1 VP. So it's not the end of the world. And now it's worth a lot more. So we're going to see Mind Control moving 2 and discarding Nevermore. And unfortunately it's a stun. A stun's not horrendous. It's not the worst. I would say Root's probably worse. And just put him out of the way. Discards Nightmare. Okay. That will get him into the deployment zone, I suppose. So that's not a bad little stun there. And then Blue Core to move 1, plan 1. And he's gone for the controller creation area. Sufraga's back on. So Solka has only got 7 health. So we might be seeing a bit of damage. Or we could be seeing, as Andrew said earlier, Paul the Panther going against Tentaclaw and pulling me into this trap on the red zone. This could be interesting. We haven't seen much of, let's see, Xin Shen's cards. Yeah, we've not got one of Xin Shen's cards yet in the discard pile. I think we're going to see a Xin Shen special here. Let's have a look. And please do stay on. This is disappointing. I think it's, I could be wrong here, but I think it's a different stream to the original one I posted on, which is a real shame. Sorry, we had Relentless Advance, which is swapping positions with a champion to get Kilgore right in there with full health. And potentially hitting Xin Shen onto Solka. I don't know, it could be anything. But now he's controlling the yellow zone. Telekinetic Fury starts off with, yeah, I think we're going to be seeing some stuff against Solka here. This could be a Xin Shen spell because it's double with a push 1. So at the moment we're looking at 4 plus 1 is 5. And it looks as though Moretison has not, he's not got Solka's reaction. Yeah, so this is going to be damaged no matter what. It's going to be brutal. Xin Shen's so strong. And I think this is quite a low health set of champions. Getting rid of Taze. Taze's got so much damage output and so much health that he's just got a decent amount of longevity. Right, I'm going to quickly, while we're thinking, just try this a minute. Hopefully this will work. It's a bit of a disaster. How are we doing? How are we doing? Z. So that's 5 damage. Bang! Wow! That's brutal. Right, okay, back to Morrison. This is going to be really tough. I've got to feel sorry for him. Right, okay. Sorry. So I was just sorting out something in a minute. Okay. So what can Morrison do? It's 1-0. Zinchen's got 2 damage. Oh really? Oh really? Oh, was that from? Oh, that was from Zinchen. Was it? I don't know. All 8 tentacles. Ooh, this could be brutal. He's going for Zinchen. This could be really good if he doesn't react. Oh, it doesn't react, and that's it. Taken out. And so Tentaclot is next to. That is awesome. So Tentaclot is next to a statue. Cannot be displaced. That is massive against Zinchen. Because that's what was Zinchen. And there was a whoa. It was a stand action red. Sulka moving into yellow, doing 1 damage onto Kilgore. Okay, he's going for this controlling the creation area. Unfortunately, Sulka has 2 health remaining. I believe Suffragette has used Appetite for Destruction, so that's not going to happen. Yeah. Okay, it's not. Morrison's worried about him getting crushed again. I don't think it's as clear cut as that. I think Sulka's in a bit of a dangerous position here. But with 3 cores, I think he could do a decent amount. This will be really interesting. See if he can pull out all the stops here. It is not a lot of health on these characters. I mean, so Tentaclot is now very strong. If you can get him leveled up at full health, he's very, very strong. He's very hard to take out. You can't rely on those pushes and pulls, all those forces, because they just won't work. Yeah, fantastic move by Morrison there. Yeah, Suffragette in a bit of a. I mean, does he? Has he got? No. Yes. Pull the Panther's gone. This is definitely going to be a close one, I think. We're on 1-1 in VPs at the moment. Which is fitting for the final. I mean, an absolute blowout in the first, a blowout in the second by both players. And then a tight game for the third. That'll be perfect. That's exactly what we want. We've got a decent amount of manipulation with both sides, so I think both players will be able to manipulate both their enemies in most turns. So that's not going to be an issue. Obviously, he needs to get Morrison off that yellow zone. That's key. How he does that? He needs to decide. With nothing in discard, he could have Sulka's reaction. He could have... so it's a red standard action to do 1 damage. And then we're looking at a move 2 with Contemplation, draw 2, plan 2. I think he needs the cards. I think Suffragette needs the cards to take out Sulka. Is he going to give away 2 victory points here on the yellow zone? He just moved Kilgore out. This is interesting. Yeah, it's going to have to be something. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, he obviously planned for that, I presume. So he finally had Feline's Grace to jump 3 and push 1. So Sulker is on 1 health. If he's got, which he could have, what's it called? I forgot what it's called, where she get Life Drain. That would be massive here. Healing her 2, maybe getting back into that yellow zone. Getting adjacent to Zinshen, which she doesn't like. She's all about range. Ooh, it could be anything. Zinshen's reaction is in play now, though. Okay, so we're going to do... Yeah, ooh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, no, exactly. Andrew was just saying, it knew he had Grace, or else why would you move Kilgore? That's exactly true. So 2 damage and pull 1. Just going for Zinshen every time. I actually really like this. Just keep going for Zinshen. Yeah, she's got 1 defense, but with only 4 health, it is a good plan. I mean, the pull 2, unless he's got Zinshen's reaction, which means he can force him away, and then the pull 2 will not take effect. So that'll be no damage. Nope. So that's going to be the... Sorry, it should have been 3 damage, no? Wasn't it a pull 2? Oh, it's pull 1, sorry. So that's 2 damage. Okay, still 2 cores left. Sulker is in a bad way. I think he at least needs to get Sulker or at least 1 away, so that can't just do red standing action, just go and kill. I want to be able to try and have a bit of longevity. Still got yellow standard core action, could heal 1, move 1, heal 1. Move into yellow, heal 1. Does he have Sulker's attack? Oh, okay, he's just going for it. Ah, brilliant. Takes away the defense and going for the kill. Sod it. Yeah, I love this. I love this. So it's a 2, poison 2, but -3? -2 defense onto Zinshen. Means I think there's nothing he can do about this. No, that's Zinshen gone. It is a 10 o'clock killing again, so it won't be another one leveled up, but yeah. Focus on Zinshen, a great tactic. The only problem is I see Sulker going down with Kilgore in the next turn. But that's fine. That'll be 2-2. Yeah, there she goes. And so 10 o'clock taking another blood, and there goes the red standard core to take out Sulker, level up Kilgore, and we're on 2-2. Immune to stun now. This is close. Awesome. It's all competing against this yellow area, which is, this is the beauty of the game. It is about these challenges. By the way, I have a champion adjacent to each statue. At least 2 champions are leveled up. I realise I've been neglecting the challenge track recently, so sorry about that. Awesome. So what have we got? We've got Mask of Fear. We still have Sulker's reaction. So now, 10 o'clock again is extremely hard to take out, especially as it's Zinshen, and the other 2 are off the board. So it's going to be it's going to be hard. Chuck Zinshen next to the red statue and just try and get that 1 VP. I don't know. Start pounding on 10 o'clock, although it's going to be hard to do any damage. That's the strength of Tentaclot. He's relatively easy to take out before he levels up, but if you let him level up, to be honest, just like Zinshen, or just like many of the other champions, then you're going to be in a whole world of hurt. Like Lorelei, if you let her level up, the player's just going to keep her back and just going to draw 7 cards and do a lot. Move 2, first of all. So that's onto the red zone, and here we go. 1 champion adjacent to each statue. Draw 2, plan 2. A great from Contemplation. A great play from Sufragat. As there's not many targets out there, Tentaclot's too hard to take out. force Moretisan on the defensive. I know it's only one level. It's only one VP that you might be giving up, but every VP will count here. So what's Moretisan's play here? Go for Zinshen. I mean, he's quite cleverly put Zinshen a long way away. It's going to be hard to take out in these two. But still plenty you can use. Mind Control still out there, I think. Yeah, Mind Control's still out there, so you still can get Solka onto the board, move one of them, it doesn't matter which one. Ideally, Zinshen, move Zinshen closer towards targeting, maybe. Or even get Kilgore out of the way of the yellow zone. So, plenty to carry on. Oh, Sufraga hasn't finished, sorry, he's still planning. This is fantastic. You know, two fantastic players, right down to the wire. Final game. Exactly what you want from a final. For just out of a little bit of information, so we had the group rounds, which were just one-off games where you play round robin against the other 3 people in your group. There are 4 people in the group. They all played, so you played 6 games. Then the top 2 from each group went through to the knockouts, just like in the World Cup, and then it's knockout, best of 3, and then that was from the last 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and now we're here on the finals. Chinny, congratulations to him for getting 3rd place in the 3rd place match. But the beauty of it, as I mentioned before, was I think in this particular league was the theme and just doing thematic teams. It just made it very different to how it normally plays. 3 adjacent to the same statue. Solka's coming on, forcing... Oh, there we go. So Effigy is Force 1 and Stun. He's immune to Stun. I don't know if you remember that. But again, immune to Stun, not going to stun. But still moving him off the board. Maybe Nevermore might have been the one to do for that. Just stun Nevermore, I don't know. Just looking at the scar piles a minute. Okay, that's good. But it stops the VP score, so that's all good. He's going to move Solka into the yellow. Yeah. Move 2, Stone and Core, get into yellow. This is only going to be worth 1 VP when it comes around. And then it's a move 2, draw 3, plan 3. Just getting Kalel onto the board. Appetite for Destruction would be brutal here. 5 damage. Hang on, is he? Oh, I see Appetite for Destruction coming in straight away. Solka. I see Solka being taken out here. Now, Sufraga, 1 display of might, having 2 leveled champions, because Nevermore got leveled up as well. Oh, and he didn't realise that Kilgore was leveled up. Oh, that's now 4-2. If he can take out Solka, that is the end. To be honest, I forgot that Nevermore was leveled up. Oh, that's brutal. And that can happen in the game. I mean, that's a massive part of the game. Especially when you play on Board Game Arena. If you're playing in real life, you kind of see everything at once. If you're playing Board Game Arena, it's easy to miss either challenges or level ups or whatever it might be. That's a real shame. I don't think there's anything he could have done against it. I don't think he could have taken out one of those guys. So there's not much I don't think Moretisan could have done against having those 2 champions leveled up. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of health to get rid of. That would require so many good cards. And it looks like it was a load of reactions anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything he could have done about that. So he shouldn't beat himself too much about that. It's just looking, you know, the team with the I know Zinshen hasn't got much health, but the team with these two tanks, as it were, is proving a real problem. Okay, more Thrash. Move 1, 2 with a push 2. Good. No appetite for destruction, you would assume. I was reacted with Curse to do no damage. So I don't think this is going to be game over in this round. You probably see him moving Kilgore up 1 just to get an adjacent to each statue and relying on Moretison to, I think, mind control still there. But that's very random. You know, relying on complete randomness is never good. What's he gonna do for his final 2? Right, it looks like we're going for Soul Reeve. Move 2. And that's really unfortunate. The root came effect, meaning the attack does not attack. Oh, that's the last thing he was waiting for. Oh, that was harsh. Never mind. That happens. You can never rely on traps. Traps are so random. That was going to be a bit of a attack onto old Satentaclaw, I think. But so far, we got 1 red core left. What's the play? I think it's going to get Kilgore just moving into the yellow zone. Probably. Just put that pressure on for adjacent to each statue for the win. It's always the same. You rely on traps, and then it's always the root. Oh, he didn't move. Okay, interesting. So he gifted 1 VP to Moretison there. I don't know. I'm not sure why he didn't move Kilgore 1 to stop that from happening. Oh well. So we got the control the red destruction. Well, this is just brutal for Moretison though. It's definitely not over now. That's... I don't know. Was Sufraga letting him just have a little chance? Right, there's mind control. Moving into yellow zone and moving... Oh, and forcing... Discards. Why is he discarding Nightmare? Not sure. Oh no, it's done. Alright, that is just catching up. So, Nevermore was attacked, moves on to the trap. Trap's done. He gets rid of Nightmare. Okay, so yellow zone. I don't know why he's going for the same statue, I presume. So moving Kalel forward 2. It's really hard to get 3 adjacent to the same statue without being displaced. Shulker is now close by. Zinshen's out of play, really. She's so far away, although she's got a huge amount of range. She could go for Satentaclaw and just do some pulling action. Yeah, Pull the Panther will work wonders here against Satentaclaw. Smacking into Nevermore and doing a decent amount of damage there. Just waiting for Sufraga to place a trap. It's getting quite late for the guys. It's around about 9:45 now. Coming up to 2 hours of play. Okay, there's the trap. And then stun again. Why was there 2 stun? Why is Sufruga discard Nightmare? I don't quite understand that. Did I miss something? And then he's moved Kalel with stun action 2 to adjacent to the same statue. Full Panther action. Yeah. No, I just wondered why both Nightmare and Dark Envoy. Why is Nightmare discarded? Oh, sorry, to decide on which character was moved. Right, okay, sorry, a bit stupid. Right, move 2, stand action move 2 was in Shen. Moving into red zone. And then doing Telekinetic Fury with double and push 1. So this is a potential 5 damage. Oh no, 3 damage on Satan. Oh, Kalel. Yeah, that makes more sense. So this is a potential 4 damage on Kalel. And taken away from that scoring. There we go. So 4 damage and taken away from that scoring, and that's the app. So back to Mretson. Now we're controlling the red zone. And 2 more adjacent to the yellow statue. Oh, if he gets Kalel next to... Although Kalel is pretty damaged. If you get Kalel next to this statue... That's not going to win the game, though. This will be interesting. I think Mretson... Is he going to go for Xin Shen again? There's quite a few traps around her. 2. Andrew, I'm not sure what you mean by 2. All 8 tentacles. Gotta love it. Is this going Xin Shen's way? You would presume. Yep. Oh, nope. Cancelled. Cancelled, cancelled, cancelled. Can you get Solka to attack and then... Oh, Kalel's moving 1 and heal 1. So now adjacent to the same statue. So that's bringing this into play. And this into play. Now he's using Solka to move 2 and moving Kilgore. Okay, moving Kilgore out the way. And now I presume we'll see all 8. Oh no. We won't see all 8 tentacles. Then we'll do a stand action move 1 and plan 1. Okay. So Kalel's got 5 health. This is pretty good. I mean, all he's got to do is displace the tent. Oh, he can't. This is very good. He cannot displace the tentacler. This is really nice play. Has he got? If he's got pull the Planther. No. Well, what just happened? Harbingers of Destruction. Let's have a look from this one. So the final thing, I missed this. Oh, he controlled the red zone. So Xin Shen was here, and he won by controlling the red zone for 1 VP to win 5-3. I'm presuming. Why didn't he use Satanic to displace? Oh, did he not realise? I don't think he realised. He played all 8 tentacles straight away to displace Xin Shen from the red zone, but then cancelled that move and didn't do it again. And I think that was yeah. He's realising that now. He did not realise again. It's so hard. I'll tell you what. It's so hard to recognise stuff on a computer screen. I've got to be honest. I can't. Annoyingly, I can't write on the screen, so I'm gonna have to write in Discord. But that's yeah, it's fantastic. just congratulating Sufruga and just commiserations to Yannick just now. That was awesome. So a tight fought match, two very good players, and you just saw how easy it can swing between one and the other, and yeah, it's just awesome. It was a shame Yannick at the end there just missing and not realising about some of them, which was going to go on about some of the different ways that the challenge track was going or whatever it might be. And he had the right decision first of all and cancelled it of moving Zinshen, just being able to just pull her into Tentacle. Now that might not have happened if Sufruga had Zinshen's reaction, for example. That means that you're going to displace Tentaclot. Well, no, you can't displace Tentaclot actually, so it would have 100% worked. So yeah, it's a shame. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, no worries. I hope you enjoyed it. So a little bit about Season 3 now. So the plan is to launch Season 3 in just over a week's time. Running on the British half term, effectively, is when I'm hoping to start it. Give plenty of time for people to join in, register, and everything else. There's going to be no limit this time. I had a cap of 32 players, just to mimic, literally, the World Cup on Season 2. And we had a few players, about 2 or 3 players that wanted to join, and we couldn't, later on, and we couldn't accommodate them. So the plan is to have it completely unlimited, as many players as want to play. It's completely free. It's using Board Game Arena, as that's the ones being supported by Mythic Games. And I'm planning on doing the same thing as what you can see over there. What's happening with the theme as well. I'm trying to get Stu back on board again, which would be great because he's such an amazing bloke, and he's got so much knowledge of all of the lore, and he's fantastic at producing these posters, which were just fantastic. And each week had a different theme, which meant that, as I said before, right at the start of the stream, you can play different characters, ones you're not usually used to, trying the expansion characters, trying the OG characters, for all these different reasons. And it was, so fingers crossed, he'll be able to work on that, and we can get Season 3 to be as, it's been such a success. And I tell you, honestly, you join the online league, and the community is so good. Mythic Games community has been brilliant throughout since day one, and Super Fantasy Brawl in particular. And Thagor, who runs the French online league, a lot of the players come from that league, and they're all just such nice people. So you join this community, you join this league in Season 3, and even if you don't know how to play the game properly, and you may have only played it once or twice or whatever, don't worry. Everyone's so accommodating, and that it's a chance to play the game more, meet some people in the community. It's not ultra competitive at all. It's just to have fun, play the game, meet people, and build that community. So please do look to join. I'll post on Facebook. I'll post on Discord as well, and we'll get that up and running probably in about 2 weeks' time. So that will be the plan, is 2 weeks from today will be when we start Season 3. So plenty of time to ask questions. You can ask questions in the comments below. You can ask comments on Facebook or whatever it might be, and we'll get Season 3 going. And yeah, the hope is to do very much thematic. It's been really good fun, and something very different to normal competitive play, rather than just choosing the same 5 champions and just pound, especially when you go against new kind of players not that experienced. You can absolutely destroy them. And it's trying to take that away, that kind of edge away, as best as I can. So that's the plan. That's all the plan with Super Fantasy Brawl, and that should lead us up to how long is it normally? It's normally about 10 weeks. So I guess that will lead us to the end of August. certainly end of July, end of August, something like that, mid-August. In which case, maybe after the summer, we will get Super Fantasy Brawl Round 2 delivered, and then you can play to your heart's content, especially those new backers who haven't got the original. So I don't know if anyone else is on the stream. They've got any questions about this league, Season 2 or Season 3, or whatever it might be. As I say, highly recommend joining on for that. I will. I think what I might do as well is one thing which I've really liked in some of the communities and some of the online leagues in other games like Marvel Crisis Protocol is a little bit of a painting competitions type thing where you can pick up points from your paint jobs. And now I don't know if that's. I might do that. I might well do that where you can send in one of your painted miniatures, your favourite painted miniatures, or a different painted miniature every week, or something like that. The only problem I've got against that is, obviously, for those who've got round 2 waiting to receive that, you won't have any painted miniatures. So probably not this time. Maybe Season 4, when we eventually get to Season 4, we'll do some form of painting. You look at my channel, I love painting. I think it just enhances the game non-stop. And if we can embed that into the season, into the online league as well, I think that just helps just drive that hobby side of things a little bit more forward. And again, because it's not super ultra competitive, we hopefully will get some official tournaments, maybe official leagues coming from Mythic in the very near future. And obviously when things, hopefully, touch wood, get back to a little bit more normality, we might get some regionals and stuff like that. So that will all have the ultra competitive, proper competitive side of things. What I'm really wanting for this, which is what it's successfully done, is build up a community, have people just play games of Super Fantasy Brawl, really just enjoy the game, enjoy each other's company, and that's definitely what it's been. So yeah, keep an eye out for when I do launch Season 3. Please join in. Board Game Arena is completely free, so there's no entry costs or anything like that. Don't expect any supreme prizes. anything from stores or like monetary value. It will literally just be random stuff that I'll create for free, to be honest. So as I said, the winner, Sufraga, you will be getting first dibs on the custom art. I haven't got any to show at the moment. I have finished One Piece with Shuzao, just a little bit of a spoiler, as he's like the tournament champion in the lore. But I'm going to be producing 2 more bits of art for Yannick, who will get second dibs, and I've got to get third dibs to Sheen as well. So and that needs to be done, and I'll try and do that as soon as possible. Again, apologies if Bloody Ben is watching this. Honestly, I promise you, he is literally ready to be shipped. I promise you, he's probably all broken up to bits now, isn't he? No, I put him nicely up into bubble wrap here. So this was League 1, Season 1 prize, which was a Shazal that I got that actually was missing an arm, and I did a bit of modelling, painted to Bloody Ben's specifications, but he hasn't got that yet, and I can only apologise. I know it sounds like excuses, but I've been extremely busy of late, and it will come to you ASAP. And then the custom art will be next. I'm pretty pleased with the Shuzao piece. It's I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks pretty cool. And then it's the other 2 which have yet to be done. And by the way, a little bit of spoiler: Darren is going to be my second piece. So that's currently in progress at the moment. I'm just trying to get with life and everything else, as you heard probably early in the stream with kids and everything else, trying to get that on board. Okay, it doesn't look like we've got any questions or anything, so I'm going to stop the stream now. I hope you enjoyed the final. Apologies for the switch of stream halfway through that final. One of the big things, I'm waiting for a move, basically a house move, and then I'll have more space, and then I'll get dedicated space to stream. I mean, at the moment, I'm really keen to get this stuff out. I mean, lots of people I've got so much positive comments about, especially like the painting side of things. where it's inspired people to paint, and that's the whole point of this channel. But production will improve, I promise, when I do move and I have that dedicated space, and hopefully get a better computer, because this is an old computer, so it does struggle. So apologies about that, but hopefully you enjoyed the final of the online league season 2. This was a free-for-all choose of teams, pools of champions, normal draft, competitive draft, and everything else, which was very different to all the other weeks that we had for the online league this season. And as I said, season 3, I'm planning on doing it the same kind of way. That we'll just do it thematic weeks. Again, hopefully to get Stu on board, and we'll take that from there. So 2 weeks from today, I think that's right at the start of June, is the plan for June the 3rd. I'm going to make a guess at that, is when I plan to launch season 3. So keep an eye on Facebook, keep an eye out on Discord, and join us for season 3 online league Super Fantasy Brawl. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some brawling.